Hey everybody, Eddie the Tattooed Realtor here. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment below so you can stay in tune with all the other awesome videos to come. So you may be wondering what I'm wearing. I'm wearing right now one of the 3D VR viewers or 360 VR viewers from a company called Merge. With this particular headset, I'm able to take my cell phone, an S8 or other types of cell phones, slide it into, as you can see right here, slide into the front section of the viewer. Fits in snugly, and then now you're able to use it as a VR or 360 3D viewer. The reason why I wanted to show this to you straight out of the gate was because this video is about 3D virtual tours and real estate. Kind of goes two ways, both for the agent and for the homeowner or home seller. The thing with 3D virtual tours and 3D virtual reality, a lot of it is fairly new. It can be a little overwhelming, a little daunting, and it may not be like really adopted as of yet. I find that the adoption rate for this technology has been rather slow in the real estate world, at least from my circle of influence, and I think it's going to be a revolutionary aspect for all homeowners in the near future. My goal down the road is to actually have a real estate brokerage purely focused on 3D and virtual reality and have, you know, it all internalized. Kind of like think of the holodeck in Star Trek. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So with the 3D viewer Merge right here, this is one that you can buy off of Amazon for about, I think it's like 79, 69 bucks. I'll be sure to put it in the description below. It works alongside any cell phone device. Now, you're gonna need to use a company that is an expertise or expert in 3D virtual tours or virtual tours in general, virtual reality tours in general. Down here in South Florida, I use a company called Accutor. They're a premium digital media company that have all the equipment and necessary uploading and hosting and all that good stuff for me to have my listings captured in 3D. Now, the company that they use is called MAtterport. MAtterport is a company out there in the Silicon Valley area, I believe. They've been around for quite some time. They actually have two types of cameras out now, the Pro 1 and the Pro 2, and they are somewhat similar, and they do operate a little more enhancedly like with the Pro 2, but the Pro 1, I believe, in my opinion, is still just as good, especially since the rotation speeds have gotten better for scanning. Now, this device, if you wanted to get into the 3D virtual tours, this one's probably your cheapest way in terms of the viewer. Now, you are going to need to have that particular camera, the 3D camera from Matterport, and those can range anywhere from a couple $1,000s up to, I think their newest one's right around $4,000. You will have to have the appropriate tripod for it, another couple $100, and you'll have to have an iPad that's compatible to it. And you know, one of the newer ones seem to work the best. Now with that, that's only the tip of the iceberg. With the 3D virtual tours from Matterport, you'll also have to pay Matterport's monthly fee to keep all the tours alive, and also the uploading fee, which I believe is about $20 or so. Once again, I highly recommend you find a premium digital media company in your area that has the equipment so that you don't have to go out and buy it, be it if you're a realtor watching this video or a homeowner watching this video, or you can just hire me to help sell your property because I already have a premium digital media company that I use on all my listings. So with the 3D virtual tours, we're gonna do this video kind of split. I'm just gonna briefly talk about it, then I'm gonna do split screen so you can see the back end and front end of the program as I share my screen with you. Now, 3D virtual tours, like I had stated, is relatively new technology. The cool thing though is it's 100% compatible with these smartphones, tablets, PCs, meaning you can view the 3D virtual tour pretty much anywhere on the planet as long as there's Wi-Fi access. Now, the larger the home, the longer it takes for the 3D virtual tour to load, but it's still a huge asset for you to have when trying to sell your real estate, be it a homeowner or a realtor. The reason why I'd say it's a huge asset is because it's 24/7, 365 open house. You don't have to worry about weather. You don't have to worry about, you know, the inability to show properties. You don't have to worry about if the property is occupied or if you're not going to be around. Also, use it as an asset to continually put this property in front of potential buyers. You can easily share the link with them. You can actually take the link provided, at least with Accutor, you can take the link provided and share it on the MLS. Brand it an unbranded link, because our MLSs down here require that it be unbranded, meaning none of my branding's on that particular link, but the listing itself has my branding on it. What you can also do is in 3D virtual tours, you can add all types of features. You can embed videos. There's a video that I did a while back where I actually embedded into the 3D virtual tour. That's probably the one I'll show you, so you can see you can embed that. You can insert tags that highlight specific features in the property, like, you know, a particular type of range stove or a particular type of AC or flooring. You know, there's contact information in the upper left-hand corner. There's a highlight reel where it kind of goes through the property on its own, so you don't have to bother with navigating yourself. The thing with 3D virtual tours is these are not photos that have been stitched together. That's the biggest misconception I see when I see virtual tours on the MLS or online. A virtual tour, yes, it could be a carousel of photos, but when I think of a virtual tour, I always think of actually putting someone there, something that's fully interactive. With a 3D virtual tour by Matterport, it actually is fully interactive. As you're gonna see later on in this video, you can actually navigate through it on your own, completely free of wherever you wanna go. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can look at the dollhouse view. Think of it like, you know, like the bird's eye point of view from above. It's just remarkable. So if you're a home owner looking to sell your property, I recommend that regardless of who you list your home with, make sure that they employ this technology, because it's the future. Everybody wants things now, especially the millennial generation that's coming up, being some of the predominant buyers, first-time home buyers, want this technology. Think about it. If you have a luxury home or a home that's going to sell potentially to a foreigner or foreign investor, this allows them the ability to view the home abroad, like as if they are really there, not having to make the trip here, which could expedite the sale of the property. Now, for the realtor side of things, I think this is a huge marketing tool and asset for you to use in your listing presentations, in your just your arsenal in general. So if you're not using 3D virtual tours, I highly recommend that you check them out. So I'm gonna make a segue here to the screen view so you can see it, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Show you what the 3D virtual tours look like when you're accessing them. Now, I'm on my Surface Pro 3 and I'm just using my mouse to move around. You can also use your finger. What you're looking at here is the 3D dollhouse view of a listing of mine, and you can see how it gives you that nice spatial association. And I'm simply moving around, dragging around. You're able to get kind of an idea of where everything is. You can also click on floor plan right here, and it'll give you, I've added these annotations, it'll give you the different places and things located inside the property. Once again, to give that spatial association better than what a photograph can give you. Now, the thing with the 3D virtual tours is you can add a couple details. I'll show them to you really quickly. So up here in the left-hand corner, of course, you can add the branding, address, little mini description, my contact information, the address to the property. And then, of course, like I told you before, the premium digital media company AccuTour does all my 3D virtual tours for my listings, as well as all the digital media content like photography, drone, so on and so forth. So you can close that. The next thing you have down here is you have what they call the highlight reel. If you look to see as I'm putting my finger or my mouse over it, you can see where each scan point was taken, and you can kind of see where it's going to lead you as you move through it. Now, before we press what the highlight reel can do, which you can automate it right here by pressing play, I'm going to lower this. I'm going to drop into a space. So let's say I want to land here. You just simply double click. I'm facing a wall, but now I'm facing the inside of the house. How powerful is this? That's why my belief is that 3D virtual tours are going to revolutionize, or are revolutionizing, how real estate's sold. It's a fully interactive environment. I can click forward on my keyboard and moves me to the next scan point. And I'm using my keyboard now just to move myself around. Let me move my mouse off of it. And it allows me to move through the home fluidly and see every aspect of it. This is a 24/7, 365 open house to anyone who has access to the internet. Now you can even go over to here. You see the floor room in this home, and then you can go even to the outside. That's what I want to show you. The capability allows you to scan to go outside the properties. I always make sure that AccuTour captures the exterior whenever possible, because it allows potential buyers to see the full benefit and what you're really buying in the home to get them excited. You know, I want to be able to give buyers the ability to visit the home anytime they desire. I want them to stay front of mind. That's why I believe 3D virtual tours are revolutionary to the industry. So, coming over to those key points, you'll see these buttons. I've had them add these buttons, or what we call tags. Now, in this tag in particular, I actually have a video, as you've seen on my YouTube channel,
of me speaking about the property. It'll load here in a second, where it'll actually integrate and allow you to play through as you see fit. Now it's right here. I'm not going to click play, but if you click play, it will begin the video. So this one over here, actually, yep, I installed it here, had them install it here. Impact and Hurricane Windows installed in 2015 because I wanted potential buyers to know it was there. I believe we did the same thing for, let me just check. Yep, AC is 2015 as well. So like I was telling you before previously, it allows you to have that spatial association. Now I'm using my mouse again. Move to the garage really quickly. I mean, this is a huge asset. Now, if you hold your mouse still, you're going to see a couple icons pop up. This icon allows you to actually use those 3D viewers like the one I was wearing in the video, the purple Merge 3D or VR goggles. It's compatible with your phone. You're able to share it, make it full screen, as well as the highlight reel. So if I click play, it'll begin to loop me through the various locations as opposed to me having to access it myself manually by moving through it. So for those of you who don't want to do it that way, I'm going to press stop right there. And then what you can also do is, let's say you're trying to get a little more detail. I don't know, let's pick the wall, for example, since it'll be able to zoom in. Right here, you'll have the plus and minus sign. You're actually able also to zoom in. With the 3D virtual tours, what the camera actually does, because I've asked about it, it uses infrared in order to capture authentic scan points. And on the back end, or the workshop as they call it, has different features where you can do measurements, you can begin to alter certain content. Well guys, I wanted to show this 3D virtual tour to you, show you the importance behind it. Once again, I think it's revolutionary. It's going to revolutionize how real estate's sold. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Always appreciate those extra subscribes and likes. All right, talk to you later. Bye.